back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a whole house, like full-blown deep clean, extreme clean type video. I have a lot of areas that I've really been neglecting to do, and I do have the extra time because we're not going anywhere because 2 of the kids are sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on all those projects today and bring you along with me. Sounds good? Thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. And it's actually like colder here in Florida today, so I get to wear my sweater. I love it so much. If you didn't see my birthday freebies, this was at Kohl's. I love this sweater, it's just so cute. I'm gonna start in the kitchen, and those sinks need a thorough deep clean, so that's where I'm gonna start. I need to put the blueberries away that I washed and wash and dry those 2 cups real fast, but other than that, I'm starting in the kitchen.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit.
The only reason I'm hand washing these cups, for one, this Stitch cup right here, if you see it, they are hand wash only. It's a set of 4 my daughter got for me for my birthday, but that one is hand wash only, and the dishwasher was still currently running. These are the only 2 things. I think it was almost to the dry cycle, so I just said forget it, I'll hand wash these. The sink I like to do with either like a power paste or the pink stuff, but sometimes I'll also just take some Dawn or the Dawn Power Wash and baking soda, let it sit on there for a few minutes, and then come at it and scrub it. But I will pay very good attention with the baking soda anywhere around like the gasket, because that's where it starts to rust out, and the baking soda is the easiest thing to remove any rust color from your stainless steel. And then I'm also gonna take a little baggie with some white vinegar and just put it up on the faucet so that can sit for a few minutes too. And the only Scrub Daddy sponge I have left is my one from Halloween. I never got around to using Frankenstein, so that's the one I'm gonna use today. Even though the entire house is decked out for Christmas, we're going a little Halloween today.
It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah.
While you're scrubbing your sink, if you can remove that little gasket above your garbage disposal and clean it, do that. Otherwise, take your scrub brush and like really get down there, because that is the area that holds the most germs in your sink, so it holds the most smell. So if you are noticing like a weird funk in your kitchen, 9 times out of 10, you really need to scrub that area of your sink.
Tomorrow, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop.
I have had the worst luck with these Glisten ones. I never see the blue foam come up. I've seen it happen one time, and it says on the bottom of the package to repeat if you don't see the blue foam. They're too expensive for that, so if you can recommend something else, please let me know. And then all the stainless steel, I'm actually gonna do the Wayman's today and their stainless steel cloth. It's got the scrubbing stripes on one side and then the softer microfiber on the other to go behind it and buff once you scrub. This thing is amazing. I did this probably 3 or 4 days ago now, and all of my stainless steel still looks beautiful and no fingerprints.
It's almost like I can't stop. Yeah. Can't stop. No. Think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. I can't stop.
It is very hard to see because my cabinets are white, and with the camera it does not show, but I am going to clean the cabinets as well. And for that, I just use 1 tablespoon of powdered Tide and between 5 to 6 pumps of Dawn Power Wash. It could be any of them. I just use the clear because I don't like the smells of the other ones. And then some really hot water in my O-Cedar bucket. That's all I do, and I can clean more than just my cabinets. You can clean walls and everything, you'll see here in a minute. But I do have a separate mop head that I use for my counters, or my cabinets, excuse me, and my walls. I refuse to use the same one from the floor. And then of course Mako has to chase the mop. As if I were doing the floors, he will chase the mop. You will see him several more times here, but I will do this on all of my cabinets in my kitchen. I make sure to extra wring it out. So like if you're gonna do the O-Cedar on the floor, you pump like 4 or 5 times on the little pedal. For this, I do like 6, 7, or even 8 little steps on the pedal just to make sure it's not excessively dripping, and it's beautiful. Like my cabinets, I don't have to go behind them and dry them off or nothing. It just dries beautifully.
Would you stay another
what I'm showing you here, but it is, again, it's hard to see on the camera. I'm showing you all the marks on the wall across from my kitchen, and they are really, really bad. So I'm just gonna keep the solution going and do all of the walls in my house that need it, because you could see, you could see spots. You know which walls need the full cleaning and which ones just need some spot cleaning, and yes, Mako is still chasing it. Like this wall over here by the sliding glass door and the couch where we all sit, these walls do get pretty dirty. So I do like to try and keep up with this, otherwise it gets really out of hand. And we do have a gray wall, but it is a lighter gray, so you can still really see the dirt and grime that builds up on it. I'm showing you a few other places that you can use this on. Like I do the doors in the house with it. I mean, they're the same thing as the wall, they're painted, but I do it on the doors as well as the coffee table. These little holes down here, they get really gross and built up, and it's just so much easier to scrub them with this method. So I do it there too, as well as if I have this solution made, I will do the master shower as well. It's just so much easier and it works great in there too. And the color I'm showing you here, this is literally just from the walls and the cabinets. If you don't think yours are dirty, trust me, they are, and you should probably clean them. And this grate has been driving me crazy. It is so dirty and so filthy, and I walk past it and I constantly put it on my list. I do have a list in my house of things that I want to get done, and like big master projects and little projects and things that need a good deep clean. This has been on that list for a while, and I'm knocking it out today. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to pull this grate off and find a makeup brush, a broken bracelet, and a bunch of other crap in there. But I'm just gonna use some Dawn Power Wash, spray it down, and let it sit while I go back and clean out that hole. Just a little Dollar Tree brush, and this thing came beautifully clean. Like the water hose, you can see it. It's going from this nasty dingy gray color to solid white again. It is beautiful. And I'm gonna go into the couch while that dries. If you just see all these marks over these blankets, I love having a white blanket on my couch, but I hate it at the same time. And then this one right here is the blanket that's on my bed. It's the extra throw blanket, and you can see all the marks from the kids playing in there, the dogs playing in there. So this is also getting cleaned too with the trusty Folex that I love so much. I was so excited about a front load washing machine until I actually got one. This thing is a lot more high maintenance than my old washer ever was. Like, look at this little trap right here. It gets full of dog hair in like a day. It's just ridiculous. And then this area, watch, I have a clean wipe right here. It doesn't look dirty at all. And then watch just the gunk that builds up on it. That is absolutely horrible. Just, she is a very high maintenance piece of machinery, and I'm not enjoying it, to be honest. And keep in mind, each and every load that I do does have white vinegar in it, and it goes through that little blue gasket and into the machine. So I really don't know, for people that don't use the white vinegar that helps keep this thing clean, I really don't know what theirs looks like. Over to the dryer. If you have not washed this lint trap in a while, you really, really need to. It is a very easy fix, but this right here, just because you're pulling the lint off, doesn't mean you're getting all the lint out of it. I soak mine in just some warm water and Dawn in the sink for a little while, and then I will go back and scrub it down. You'll see me do that here in a little bit. But those things hold on to a lot more lint than what you think they do, and it does become a fire hazard. This grate looks a million times better, and it makes that whole hallway just feel so much cleaner. And now this is what I'm talking about. I take an old toothbrush and just really scrub down all the little nooks and crannies and rinse it off, and all of that extra lint is gone.
You if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Like, just look at how much extra lint was trapped in that little thing. It's awful. Back over to the couch. Since I cleaned the throw blankets, I need to clean down these pillows, and this one has this big old rip in it. I don't know exactly how that happened, but it is a little $5 pillow. Baby wipes are my best friend when it comes to cleaning all my throw pillows or any little spills throughout the house. I love them. My daughter's almost 4. She is my youngest, and I will still keep baby wipes on hand just because they're great. And let's play What Christmas Movie Am I Watching Today? I hope you guys know what this is, and if you have not seen this movie, and once you find out in the comments what it is, definitely put it on your list because it is absolutely fantastic. If you are new here and this is your first visit to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you're here and that you found my channel. I really hope that if you've enjoyed what you've seen to this point, you subscribe and stick around. My videos are usually motherhood, cleaning, anything like that. If I've got tips and tricks to share, I make good recipes, all kinds of just holiday fun, family fun. If any of that sounds good, that's the type of channel this is, and you would love it over here. Told you I fell down the rabbit hole of my random list of projects. I've had spots on my walls that needed to be painted for the longest time, so I went out to the garage, got the can, and I am touch-up painting all over my house. I do know there are pens on Amazon that I could do this with, where you fill up the pen and mark, you know, what room it is and stuff, and you don't have to deal with the big old buckets. I have yet to buy them. I keep forgetting to buy them. But today I am literally just taking a little child's paintbrush and going around and touch-up painting all over my house.
You if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing.
Here's a look at the grate a little while after it's been drying, and you can see that there is no more lint whatsoever. Just make sure it's fully dry before you put that thing back in there. And then I'm gonna throw my blankets in there, and whenever I'm doing the throw blankets, I do make sure to put one of these little sheets in there. I don't use dryer sheets normally, but these tract all that dog hair, and I do think that's important with the throw blankets. I made a whoopsie. My husband thinks I'm crazy. These blankets are pink to me because I washed them at the same time with that red blanket like an absolute idiot. I threw 2 whites and a red in there, and to me, both of those blankets look pink. My husband says he doesn't see it. I did go back and rewash both of those white throw blankets with a crap ton of OxyClean, so now they're white again.
Caught me, yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night.
But now I'm gonna move on to the floors, and the first thing obviously I have to do is get all the dirt and dog hair off, so I'm going to vacuum, but I'm gonna do something a little different today. For my mop bucket, it is just mostly hot water and a little bit of this Mr. Clean. Not a whole lot is in there, but I need some baking soda and some peroxide because I'm going to deep clean the grout. It just takes an extra few minutes. It's nothing too crazy, but it does an amazing job, and you will see at the end just how fantastic this is. But you do have to really get it off your floor, otherwise you're going to see the baking soda stick around. So when you do your mopping, you have to do a little bit more intense mop, but it is totally worth it if your grout looks like crap. So what you see me doing is just putting a very thin layer of the baking soda into the grout lines and then putting the peroxide on top of it. Let it sit for a minute, and then this is just a Dollar Tree broom, and that's what I'm going over it with and scrubbing deep into those lines. but it does kind of splash a little bit. So you'll see my husband come up behind me in a minute here and use a wet microfiber to wipe down the couch just to make sure none of it is up on the couch. We're doing this at home because for one, it's a lot cheaper, but I do know that you're supposed to go behind it and seal your grout so you don't have this issue and all kinds of stuff. I'm not too worried about that because once the new year comes around and I pull down all of the decor in the house, we're gonna have the floors redone soon. So I'm really not too worried about sealing this and dealing with all that. I just want it to look good for now with all the holidays coming, and I'll deal with the sealing it later. But just seriously, look at how much of a difference it makes. It is ridiculous. And see, tell me, I guarantee, you see pink, don't you? Those blankets are pink. That looks so much better. The water, I wish I would have showed you from dumping out the bucket because all we did was this area and then mop the dining room and kitchen, and the water was absolutely horrible, but it was mostly from the grout. I want to continue, but I'm out of peroxide, so I will continue over the next couple days. It takes like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. It's not a lot of work, but it does make a very big impact. And I could keep going and finding more and more stuff to do around my house, but it is time to cook dinner for my family, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.